Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 places from Encanto you can visit.
We're in the beautiful Casa Barachara where we're staying at beautifully restored
Colombian.
For this list, we'll be taking a trip through all the gorgeous Colombian locations that inspired the magical world of the family Madrigal. Which Encanto destinations are making your travel bucket list? Let us know in the comments. Number 10. Los Estoraques. When we follow Mirabel inside Bruno's room, we enter an unexpected landscape of vertical rock formations. It's a sight that's awe-inspiring, overwhelming, and a little bit spooky. When it came to this memorable interior design, the directors took their inspiration from Colombia's great outdoors.
Bruno, the character that I play, had his room based off of Los Estoraques, an awe-inspiring vista of steep and rocky cliffs.
Though it was only established in 1988, the National Park of Los Estoraques is an ancient and otherworldly natural wonder. Located in the department of Norte de Santander, the site is distinguished by its unique rock columns and pedestals, which were formed by thousands of years of erosion. Their surreal beauty proved to be the perfect visual setting for Bruno's mysterious powers.
You wrecked my vision cave, which is a problem because I need a big open space.
We'll find one!
Where?
Number 9. Medellin.
I grow rose and rows of roses, Flor de Mayo, by the mile.
With Encanto being set entirely in an idyllic small town, you might wonder what the movie takes from Colombia's second largest city. But there is one character in particular who would be completely at home in Medellin. Known as both the city of eternal spring and the city of flowers, Medellin would undoubtedly welcome the botanically brilliant Isabela with open arms.
Did someone say flowers?
Our angel.
Please don't clap.
The vivid flowers she creates all over her hometown would shine at the city's annual Feria de las Flores. This festival includes a parade showcasing hundreds of stunning floral arrangements carried by local farm workers, and is even referenced in the film.
And each new generation must keep the miracle burning.
If Isabela is your favorite Madrigal, then Medellin should be top of your list to see her power in action.
What could I do if I just grew what I was feeling in the moment?
Number 8. Valledupar.
No me despierte, que esto parece un sueño real. Colombia te quiero tanto.
Colombia's rich and diverse musical tradition is celebrated in the Encanto soundtrack.
We have a mix of music. For example, you can see Vallenato.
While you might be familiar with salsa or cumbia, among others, a trip to the northeastern city of Valledupar will help you get acquainted with a lesser-known style of music that is uniquely Colombian. Vallenato is a type of folk music that blends elements of African, European, and native styles. This is reflected in its three main instruments: the caja drum, the accordion, and the indigenous rhythm instrument called a guacharaca. You might spot some drums and accordions in Encanto's Vallenato-inspired opening number.
Well, I gotta go the life of a Madrigal, but now you all know the family Madrigal.
If this infectious song has made you a fan of Vallenato, a fall trip to Valledupar will let you enjoy all you can handle at their annual festival. Number 7. Aracataca.
There! Over there!
Butterfly! Follow the butterfly!
There is no symbol more important in Encanto than the yellow butterfly. Not just a representation of transformation and resilience, though. These butterflies are also a nod to celebrated Colombian author Gabriel Garcia Marquez. As a child living in Aracataca, the yellow butterflies around his grandparents' house made a deep impression on him. The magical realist would go on to incorporate them as a symbol in his future novels, most notably in 100 Years of Solitude.
Gabriel Garcia Marquez gave us the opportunity to believe that our country is magical, believe that our landscapes are special, and believe that we can be happy here no matter what happens. So magical realism is not only a literature genre, It's a way to live we have here.
Today, you can visit that same house, now a museum, and see if you can spot any butterflies yourself. And if that's not enough, hop down south to the Jardín Botánico del Quindío in Eje Cafetero, the coffee axis, to enjoy one of the world's best butterfly gardens. Number 6. Chocó Rainforest. Of the rooms that we get to see in the Madrigal casita, Antonio's is definitely the most impressive. We'll let you know when we figure out how to get that into a bedroom, but for the time being, you can journey into its real-life inspiration, the stunning Chocó Rainforest. This sprawling Pacific paradise is one of the most biodiverse locations in Colombia.
When they see this movie, I hope that people and maybe kids get excited about our biodiversity. They see the animals, they see the plants.
It's home to as many as 10,000 species of plants, as well as countless animals. Many of these are included among Antonio's friends, like jaguars, tapirs, capybaras, and toucans.
You wanna go where?
If you're not content just exploring by day, places like the Reserva Natural Tanimboca provide tree houses for overnight stays, which will give you a more authentically Antonio experience. Number 5. Bogotá. Colombia's busy, modern capital may seem a world away from Encanto, but Bogotá was a big source of inspiration for the film's creative team. For instance, the Madrigal casita with its large interior courtyard was designed based on the historical colonial-era homes of the city's La Candelaria district.
Whoa! She let us here so many years ago.
Meanwhile, a visit to the National Museum of Colombia will lend insight into Colombia's unique heritage. The 20,000-piece collection will help you appreciate how well Encanto depicts the blend of indigenous, African, and European influences in Colombian culture. Also, a close look at the Madrigal engagement dinner reveals they are fans of Bogotá cuisine.
Salud!
Salud!
Avocado.
Ajiaco, a traditional soup from the city, is visible on the table.
Mirabel, the cream, please.
Papi cream?
Number 4. Cartagena. The village of Encanto looks too beautiful to exist anywhere except a Disney movie. Incredibly though, stepping into the world of the film could be as easy as booking a flight to Cartagena. The seaside city is one of the most well-preserved colonial metropolises in South America. In its walled old city, you can find narrow streets lined by colorful houses that will definitely look familiar. In fact, Cartagena's famous flower-drenched balconies were the direct inspiration for the one seen in Encanto.
Isabella and Luisa, one strong, one graceful, perfect in every way. Rows of flowers, the town goes wild.
For a similar, quieter time warp experience, head a couple of hours south to the village of San Basilio de Palenque.
For example, San Basilio de Palenque.
Incredible town. We had incredible musical inspiration there.
Music!
The first free African town in the Americas has retained its distinct cultural traditions for centuries, despite its close proximity to a major city.
We are in Palenque, the land of freedom, the first site of freedom in the Americas. It is an incredible mix of African culture and Colombian culture.
Number 3. Cocora Valley. If you want to step foot into the actual literal setting of Encanto, look no further than Cocora Valley. Set in the Andean foothills of the Eje Cafetero, it would be harder not to be inspired by the dramatic landscape. The steeply rolling green hills seem to go on forever. And the Quindío wax palm trees, a symbol of Colombia, can grow an astounding 200 feet tall. The first time Encanto's directors saw Cocora Valley, they knew they had found the Madrigal's home.
We went and visited the Cocora Valley. It's one of the most beautiful places I've ever been to. We knew this is where the home of the Madrigal should be.
The nearby town of Salento is a perfect base to explore from. Aside from providing visitors with opportunities for hiking and horseback riding, Salento boasts great food and colorful architecture that also made its way into Encanto.
Just tell us what everyone can do! And that's why coffee's for grown-ups.
Number 2. Barichara.
I know it sounds a bit fantastical and magical, but I'm part of the family Madrigal.
As you can see, lots of Colombian locations contributed to the look of Encanto, but if you want the closest match to the village itself, there's no place better than Barichara. Found roughly 7 hours north of Bogotá, director Jared Bush described it as a town lost in time.
When we went to visit Barichara, people were telling us stories of magic. It was people saying, yes, no, there's magic in the streets. There always has been. You just need to look for it, and that's part of life here.
Indeed, Barichara is one of the 17 perfectly preserved heritage towns recognized by Colombia, and seeing it feels like stepping back into the 18th century.
In Barichara, I was able to show them how people used to live even in the time that the movie is set, because those traditions haven't changed.
The village's winding cobblestone streets, red tile roofs, and colorful accents are mirrored in Encanto. It's the vibe of Barichara, though, as a timeless fairy tale place that's the most obvious in its film counterpart. Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1. Caño Cristales.
I've never been able to come back here. This river is where we were given our miracle.
Though the candle is regarded as the source of the Madrigal family's powers, there's definitely something special about the river in Encanto. Early on, Alma and Pedro cross it just before Alma receives the miracle, and later it's the scene of some much-needed family healing.
I can finally see. You lost your home. Lost everything.
The colorful waters could only be movie magic, right? Nope. Deep in the Parque Nacional Natural Sierra de la Macarena flows the Caño Cristales, also known as the liquid rainbow. Every year between July and November, a plant called Macarenia clavigera turns the water red, yellow, blue, and green. Knowing there's an actual rainbow river flowing out there on this planet gives special meaning to the world of Encanto and its magical realism. Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from MsMojo. And be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.